I feel like my job is about 1,000 stories that are happening at the same time, and the stories are in different points. I mean, some of the stories are just starting, some of them are in the middle, some of them are close to the end. And I think that I keep coming back here because I want to see where the story goes and how it ends.
Haven House has been in the Raleigh and Wake County area for over 40 years. The community came together and determined that there needed to be a better way to help kids that were at risk or having problems in their home. Haven House is an agency that serves over 3,000 kids each year. We work in lots of different ways. We're not a house, actually. It's a group of 12 different programs that serve at-risk youth that are having trouble in the home, school, or in the community, including kids that are homeless or in crisis. And kids may be getting themselves in trouble, but it doesn't mean they don't have hopes and dreams, and it doesn't mean that that's, sort of the path that they want for the rest of their lives.
I didn't think about the future. That's probably was my first mistake, was not thinking about what my future was. I did some bad things, and I caught a charge, and it was like I either come here second round or go to jail.
I was being bad, disrespecting my mom, catching charges, and like all type of other stuff.
It was kind of like when I thought everything was going right, it was actually going wrong.
You can't believe that they've managed to do all the things that they've done, these not so great things in such a short span of time. But then you meet these kids and there's always a moment where you're like, wow, there's so much more here that's not reflected on this paper. Our job is to make sure that we can help kids figure out how to access supports and opportunities so that they can hopefully make it through the teenage years in one piece and make it out into adulthood as strong, talented citizens.
Many folks are surprised to know that we have a problem with homeless youth in our community. We have youth that are sleeping in cars with their families, found sleeping behind dumpsters, sleeping at friends' houses, families that are going from friend to friend's houses, staying in a motel until their money runs out. So on any given night, there are hundreds of kids that are homeless in our community.
Wren House has been within Wake County for 33 years, so we have a pretty good reputation as the only youth shelter in Wake County and in the Triangle area. When they're coming to our door, they're feeling pretty helpless or hopeless. It is our responsibility to help them find hope and find the help that they need. We try and do it very structured, but also like in a family-like atmosphere where there's chores, there's dinner time, there's family-style dinner. That's one of the things that was most amazing to me when I first started is we'd sit down and have family-style dinner and kids would not know what to do. They weren't used to that. They were used to throwing dinners in microwaves and sitting in front of the TV. So those little things that a lot of us take for granted.
I think one of the unique things that Haven House Services does is we take each youth individually and we meet them where they're at. When they come in, the staff works immediately to start building a relationship with that youth.
When you begin working with a kid, you want to try to hit the ground running. You want to try to look at the scope of everything that the child has got going on.
Interesting thing is that oftentimes families come to us and they're tired. Parents are tired, they're done. And then when they start working with our staff, you see kind of some hope starting to crawl back in, and then they're hooked.
We try to create an environment around the youth that keeps the community safe, that keeps the youth safe and keeps the family safe.
And I think that optimism and that creativity and that desire not to give up translates into really great outcomes. And then you start seeing really great things happen for kids that have not seen great things happen to them in a while.
Rashid came to our program directly out of detention. We began working with Rashid by first meeting with him and his mom to kind of get a good understanding of what's going on.
And kind of made me feel like I'm not the only parent that's going through this, and so I kind of felt like I belonged and like someone understood.
When he would come visit me in school, talk about what I've been improving, how I've been improving, how good I have been.
He has been able to get onto the AB honor roll at his school, which was a huge turnaround for him.
I'm very proud of him, of his AB honor roll. Very, 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 very proud. I think I've almost gotten to the point where I've spoiled him.
And so he's just been an extreme success story, doing so well pretty much in every area that we've worked with him to address.
I think his future is very bright. You know, if he can come out of this, God knows what he can come out of.
So we have some really unique programs there that are really not duplicated anywhere else across the county. One being our second round boxing program, which is quite popular around here with kids.
And you know, the idea is that we get kids in, that it's sort of a creative hook to get the kids in the door, but it's not really about the boxing as much as it is about giving them an opportunity to do something very different. They build relationships with the staff, they receive mentoring, they learn things like emotional control, how to work with their peers.
The things that kids are learning at second round are, on the face of it, look like just basic physical fitness sometimes, but the real thing that they're learning is how to operate under pressure when they learn to box. When Anthony first got here, he was mostly quiet in the gym.
I had to introduce myself to everybody. I was trying to fit in, so most of the time I just sat back and was quiet, just watch everybody. It's kind of scary because I didn't know how people were going to accept me and how would they act towards me.
I was in the corner on a sparring night, and one of our students was kind of at the bottom of the mix. He wasn't that good, and so he was just tapped out, and he was just drenched. And we pulled him out, and there wasn't really anybody left to continue rounds except some of the big kids. And he turned around and he said, "Put me back in, coach." And he's like, put me back in, I can do this. And it's exciting to see the kids when they have that kind of heart, when they have that kind of drive, when they really go after it. And that was Anthony's experience. That was when I knew he was really gonna skyrocket up. And now he is at the top. He is level 4. He's on the competition team. I cannot wait to see him in his first match this spring.
She's an amazing coach. She helped us out through a lot of things. She's a really great friend, and she goes out of her way for us. I think my character is better, my personality is better. I think my self-control is a lot better. All my parents think that I'm actually a role model in my house. They approve of what I do. They think second round is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Hayden House, and specifically second round, I feel like we give kids the tools to solve their own problems, or the tools to succeed where they are. It's a powerful one. We're teaching them how to do beautifully out in the world. That's worth a lot. A lot.
I think that there's something that's very unique about this agency. In my role, I do have an opportunity to interact with a lot of different agencies in the community. And I think that one of the things that always sets this agency apart from others is the staff. This is more than just a job for folks here. There is this really genuine desire to help every single youth that comes through the doors.
Once you build a rapport, once you build a relationship with these kids, they don't look at myself as just, well, he's just someone that works with a program, or he's just another case manager, or he's just someone else that I have to see on a regular basis. It becomes personal.
And so I do this because it needs to be done, but also because I kind of found my home, and it made me, it just grabbed me.
2 words, passion and compassion. Their passion for their job is just phenomenal. What they're also helping is not just those people, the children, they're helping the people in the community like us. It gives us an avenue to plug back they allow that to happen by what they're doing. They're providing that opportunity for people, which is really cool, because now they can plug in and it becomes a part of their lives. So the kids that they're helping see that not just Haven House is helping them, that there's other people out there that really care.
It's everyone's responsibility in this community to make sure that every single youth has those opportunities that they are entitled to. And without the support of donors, it's very difficult to make sure that we can make those links between the youth and those opportunities. And so where donors kind of become really important is that they're kind of the glue that makes all of those other pieces stick together. There's no way we could do what we do and continue to do it without that support.